Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to, of course, the Loot.bet CS League Season 1. My name's Over, I'm joined by Kieran, and together we are the Deadly Duo. Okay, we have to come up with a name. I'll say it right now. We need a good name. We need a very good name.
Yeah, we need a good old name and a tagline as well.
Yeah, seriously, we do. I think we need to brainstorm on this. Maybe some people in chat can help us out about that. But in any case, gentlemen, we have our last best of 3 of the day. Windigo versus NoChance. Look at the map ban pick scenario. First ban Mirage, second Train, and then pick Inferno, of course, for Windigo, and pick off Dust2 for NoChance, as you would imagine. Nuke being banned and Cash, obviously Nuke for Windigo and Cash for NoChance. I'm not surprised there. Nuke certainly a map that none of these two teams, or more so at least Windigo, doesn't want to play it. Leaving only, if I could tell properly, Mirage? No, wait, was it Overpass or Mirage? Third map. Wait, it's Overpass, right? Yeah, it's Overpass, my bad.
Yeah.
Mirage was banned by Windigo initially. So, we've got Inferno, we have Dust, and we have Overpass. I kind of like this, you know, why not? Fair enough. I think this map pool does favor NoChance, though, in my mind.
Yeah.
I think it is a map pool that NoChance can certainly win 2-0 on. But it's going to be a difficult victory to achieve a 2, or at least it's going to be a difficult 2-0 to achieve, but nonetheless a possible one. But I guess we could say the same almost for Windigo as well. They're very good, and this is not going to be an easy battle. And Mouse Academy, ooh.
Yeah, let's just get the let's get the elephant out of the room, in the room out of the way. Obviously, with the recent announcements of Mao's wanting to maybe take a couple of players out of this NoChance roster before they get to an org, get a contract signed, obviously, and contracts equal buyouts equal big money that no one wants to pay. So,
yep.
The NoChance guys, they're a banterous team. Of course, it's a fun thing. It's nothing too serious. Don't read into it as deep as you would, guys. So with the amount of sarcastic banter on their team, you can only expect them to do something like this. But yeah, that's that address. So hopefully people understand. But oh yeah, like you said, this. Oh, hang on.
Okay.
We'll take down Nuke. Yeah, that's a nice first kill. Zed
Oh.
tries to remain safe, but an instant walkover. Frozen at least trades back one. Interesting to note, this veto, again, is another balanced one. Just like we saw against the Vanguard Windstrike, all maps favor each team's in their own rights. Each team on their own day will be able to win this map. So, wouldn't be surprised if we saw a 3-map spectacle. Definitely not, but who knows what we'll find out. NoChance, they'll be dropping the first pistol. Crystal at least takes one in return, but as he's left a smoke in hand, defuse kit, NoChance. Windigo take the first round here, 1-0. Of course, pistol in their favor. Eco on the CT side. So hopefully, hopefully for Windigo's sake, a clean 2-0 start.
Indeed, that is true. A clean start on the T side above all else is a good start for any team, of course. And we'll see if Windigo can capitalize on top of this. Usually what we've seen out of them, that was the case. They would be able to break away and get themselves into a very distinct lead that would potentially already close out the map for the most part for them. Now, obviously, NoChance. They shouldn't be underestimated. They should not be played around with. They are a team that is absolutely deadly when it comes down to their duels, to their battles, and you cannot take them that lightly. Obviously, Windigo, I think they're well aware of the issue they're facing, more so the team they're facing. They should have no problem dealing critical damage in this round and being able to secure it. But as I was saying, basically, NoChance. The gun round will be the real test for Windigo, at least the first real test, to see how well Windigo can assert their dominance. And I think we all have to recall, or more so we all recall, Victor's performance the last time we saw Windigo play. And I was pleasantly surprised by the game of Windigo, by the performance of Windigo against, it was Prosto, or I'm not sure if it was Prosto or was it Chaos. But just simply put, it was very well done and very well thought of, and their game plan, their game structure was just down to basically perfection. And Nukia gets 1 second for Zen. A little bit of damage here and there. Windigo do lose quite a little bit. In Crystal, if he had been here hiding well enough, he had not been spotted, there could have been a chance that perhaps Windigo lose 2 more, but they will lose at least 1 additionally, although it's not that big of a loss. And Windigo 2-0. NoChance. Here come the guns.
Yeah, NoChance, like you said, bringing out the big boys here in round number 3, as expected, just like any other team would. But Windigo, they'll be looking to keep this clean. They'll be looking to start well here on map number 1. They're a team that we've discussed through this league. They're just here to get that job done. They're not here to impress. They don't care about anyone's view of them or whatever. They're just here to win. They're here to fight. And of course, in a league like this, where there's quite a hefty amount of prize money available, not even just in this one itself, but there's obviously 5 seasons of this league planned. So for the 18k first place spot, you times that by 5. That's 100,000 if my math is correct.
150,000.
58,000 times 5 is 40. Okay, 90,000 if you win first place in each 5 league.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, quite a hefty amount of money on the line for the games that they play either way. But yeah, Windigo, NoChance, just like all the teams, Windstriker, Vanguard in this playoff, they'll be looking to fight and looking to fight hard. And very slow round from Windigo so far. No real interaction with NoChance just yet. 50 seconds on the clock, so still plenty of time to do so. But NoChance, they'll be holding with their AUGs, but it looks like B will be the resident of Windigo for round number 3.
Yeah, and it should be an easy site take. There's only 1 man there. It's Frozen, and unless he can get a kill or 2, Windigo will have no competition to take the site itself. Frozen, ooh, I think he didn't block the smoke. I initially thought he did, but he gets caught behind the pillar, will be immediately taken out. Blocker for the kill. It's a Galil even he gets the kill with, so that makes the death even more so painful, as Frozen, he knows he could have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills there. I mean, I'm almost fairly certain that if he had been in triple or dark, he would have been able to get away with minimum 1 or 2 kills at the least. But unfortunately, due to the fact he gets caught out in the open, it is going to be 3-0 as Windigo are able to pick up their first gun round. Although 4 members saving a NoChance side, it looks like, you know, at least keep themselves competitive for the next. It's a full buy coming up forward, almost so a full reinvestment with everything being thrown in the mix. We'll see if this turns out for the better, though. Windigo, this is a pretty cool start, given the fact this is not exactly, you know, the most comfortable map we've seen them play in the past on. But I mean, they did pick it, and I would imagine they would be able to at least secure themselves a nice head lead.
Yeah, and like you said, good start from Windigo. Expected though, and to be fair, I do like the save that NoChance did in that previous round. With 4 players, I think it's more of a wise decision than others to take. So yeah, NoChance, they'll be looking to hit hard here in round number 4, but it all depends on whether Windigo give them that opportunity to be able to do so. Right now, it's hardly looking like a standout start from NoChance, but Windigo, they'll be wanting to at least challenge early in this round, especially now that NoChance, they'll be on the break, on the potential precipice of that reset potential, but with still plenty of time left. Good grenade onto Victor. He's taken down to 70 points of health, pushing through the Molotov as well, but Zen, he's able to find himself a first. Crystal provides a second. A better start so far from NoChance. Crystal again looking to hold here, and he spots himself one
Oh.
more. Poison, oh, Crystal dealing so much damage, and Bubble does get dropped down to 18 points of health. Crystal and Makalele low respectively, but I think the damage has already been done here.
Yes, it has. This should be the end of the round with 30 seconds left. They could potentially get onto site, but they have to beat 4 players first. Good, Kobe. At least something goes in way for Windigo, but that's pretty much all it's gonna be. Nukia is holding from Arches. He still loses the duel, but the bomb has been lost on short, and, well, Ships is making a run for it. He's gonna get the hell out of dodge. I think it's best perhaps to just keep his AK and, you know, hope for better times ahead. It will be another buy coming out for Windigo, but NoChance. With the save last round, they confirmed that they're able to contend against the buys of Windigo at least, and it hasn't been that big of a loss that they, you know, they let go of the first gun round, as they're able to contend, or so at least fight for survival. Now, do keep in mind, guys, a bit off topic. If you are watching this stream through UWatch, you will have a chance to get a drop on, well, while watching the games, I guess you could say. You can get a skin drop, so make sure to check out UWatch, the sponsor of this tournament as well. In any case, Nuke, very aggressively through mid. I think he was spotted. I'm fairly certain he was. Victor was on the chase there. Or, excuse me, not Victor, but Poison, actually. Still, though, it's a 3-on-1. And so far, a pretty basic opener by both teams. Nobody really going too aggressively early on.
Yeah, with Windigo, like you said, not really, again, being able to challenge NoChance previous. They, like you said, they've been wise to the gun rounds of Windigo. NoChance will be putting all their competition on the line, but Blocker, oh my god, Blocker, he takes out not 1 but 2. Zen and Nukia both fall in this round, and that is Windigo allowing NoChance to at least claim themselves a first, but they've already adjusted, changed their setup to shut down that A-bomb site, and this will be a 4th round. But not only that, it looks like the money of NoChance, as you can see from the 2 dead bodies of Nukia and Zen, their money's not going to be as extensive enough. For the back of that victory, they're only getting $1,400 in return, so that is going to be most likely an eco on the cards for NoChance. But of course, 3 players will save, so potentially a forced buy. Some submachine guns could be purchased to support these 2 rifles. Either or, it's still going to be significantly weak for NoChance, and their economy will be reset again. Meaning that Windigo, if they do win this next one, providing that NoChance force off of the back of it, a 6-1 definitely looks like an optimum scoreline for Windigo to be taken. Yeah, they will get the drops down as well, so all of the money to be spent by the CT side, it is of ultimate importance that they win this round to keep alive in this early first half phase.
Absolutely. They have to keep themselves together and composed, and this buy should give them a fair challenge, or more so a fair opportunity of a challenge. Although Makalele, he wanted to peek into second mid, realized perhaps it would be better just to push up forward, get the hell out of there afterwards, and didn't see anybody, so no information to flow for NoChance. They're not taking banana control as well. Even though they had the utility for it, they do not wish to fight for it. They do not wish to lose men over it. And I kind of understand where NoChance is coming from with this decision, because if you do take banana control, obviously you open yourself up for a risky play. You open yourself up to be tagged out immediately and potentially get destroyed. So, you know, Windigo, they're denied any sort of entry early on, and this is how NoChance needs to play. This is how NoChance can prevail over Windigo, because team play is going to be favoring the Bulgarians. We have to point that out. The Bulgarians, there's 5 boys in the team. I mean, not really boys, just real men, and they've been playing for such a long time. They just have team play on point, but it's going to be Nukia that sprays it down perfectly. Makalele for the 3rd as he sweeps around the corner from short, is able to grab Blocker. It's back to a 2-on-4, and this leaves Windigo pretty much wanting for more, as they have to chase for a frag, and soon, I guess you could say. 30 seconds left, and it looks like NoChance might have been able to do it. And as I said, team play is key for Windigo, while NoChance will be heavily relying on that factor of aim, of that factor of being able to overtake your opponent in any duel you go for. And simply put, that's pretty much the last hope scenario, although, okay, this could get dangerous. Zen will find one, although poison refrags. The bomb, though, at library, I'm not sure why it went through long, not short, and it is going to be 2 for NoChance. They win it, albeit barely, they win it.
Close call, but like you said, it's a victory nevertheless. Nukia, he was the man to really kickstart this round. I think that top mid peak, while risky, paid its dividends, but Windigo, unlucky not to be able to find the round to keep their streak alive, but NoChance, they'll be bringing the opposition. They'll be battling for the start of this, to be able to get back into the scoreline. We saw scorelines like this with NoChance. They can tie them up pretty easy. They can get into the the minds of their opponents very, very simply. And I think many teams in this league still finding it fairly difficult to be able to really counter the looser styles of teams like NoChance and Uruguay of the likes. And at this point, it's one of those that can either be a beautiful blessing or a huge burden on a team that likes to play this kind of style. But in this one, NoChance will be looking for success again. Zen playing more of a tighter angle on short. Frozen comes away with one in deep CT. And Zen, there's the angle to prevail. Nukia finds one of his own, and Bubble will try and trade, but Nukia again to strike. Ships down into a 1-on-4, and he's already stuck on short. Nukia to land the final blow. 3 kills for him in that round, and a 4-on-3 with Windigo side now broken, and Eco on the cards for this T side, and NoChance they should be able to tie it up here.
They should. That is what needs to happen. I mean, NoChance, that's how you would imagine them play. When you see NoChance, when you imagine NoChance on the CT, you don't see too much of, you wouldn't think of too many actions where they get themselves an entry and then fall back and play on top of that. No, their defense will hold up, their crossfires will hold up, and Nukia, he's been amazing for the most part for their gun round, saving 2 of them almost single-handedly. And with the time out, we do see a few of the win percentages for the maps. Dust2 at 75 for NoChance, and Overpass at 82 for Windigo, the best map for Windigo. Although, for both Inferno and Overpass and Dust, it's kind of almost the same. I mean, Inferno, only 5% difference. As I've said, as long as the difference is not more than 20-30%, then it's like anybody can take it in this kind of regard. And both of these 2 teams have come a long way and pretty much have beaten one another in this case. I mean, Windigo, I believe, when they played against NoChance, they did win. Windigo won 2-0. The last time they played, it was on the 12th of February. I think we also casted it. I'm not sure, but they won 2-0. Yeah, Cash and Dust.
Remember that.
Yep. So, NoChance certainly have a beef to be had with Windigo and potentially looking to revenge upon Windigo.
Yeah, this time.
Ooh, nice shot.
Oh my god, Frozen just takes a shot through a surface, lands himself a nice little frag to open. Even in an eco, these frags are still impressive. Frozen dispatching of 2 of those Windigo members. Like you said, when these guys faced off, it was easier for one, not the other. They found themselves in a very, very tough position there in that best of 3 with that 2-0, as you mentioned. But again, if as long as they can make sure that in this, Windigo aren't allowed to run away with the games. Obviously, the games last time they faced off were close. Cash was, I believe, 16-11, 10, something like that.
Yeah,
it went down to the wire. So these 2 teams are, of course, very, very evenly matched up, and we're seeing, I believe, most of these maps today. Yeah, we're seeing Inferno, we're seeing Overpass.
Dust and Overpass.
Played. Yeah, so the veto entirely switched for this one, but of course, since the start of these games, obviously that was quite a while back since we casted them initially. That was like early February. So these map pools have had the chance to develop to be able to really find maps that you may suit yourself some more. And Inferno being one that both NoChance and Windigo can play to settle this first map off. It's going to be an interesting game, and you can see they're tied up so far. But into this buy round, Windigo, they'll be able to, of course, purchase for this plenty of utility. Victor, he's already receiving some early damage though, and Frozen, he's taking that AWP over the over Makalele, which might just show that right now he's either not feeling it or wants Frozen to take it, who knows. It's questionable to not see Makalele on the AWP. It's the role he's done for years now, but either way, change is sometimes good. Depends what change is going to do to the rest of your setup. 45 seconds, and Windigo will hit toward the B site.
Ooh, that Molotov drops into a smoke. That's a bit of a problem, but still Crystal is able to get away with one. That pop flash was perfect. Allows him to reposition himself into second box while Frozen goes for the peak. Gets a kill, but it's gonna be Windigo thinking that their enemy is in triple. Instead, it's in second box, and it's Nukia to immediately refrag, or more so, not really refrag, just get a kill, and Poison left alone. A 1-on-2, 20 seconds left. And if anybody can clutch it on Windigo, it's certainly gonna be Poison. This man has had some crazy shots, some crazy games throughout the entirety of this tournament, and certainly they can rely on him now. Good fake out, but unfortunately, Makalele just too fast, I guess, for Poison to be able to grab the kill. 5-4, and NoChance take the lead. It is Inferno, their map pick that they're playing, or excuse me, Windigo's map pick that they're playing. So it's going to be a bit complicated for Windigo, especially if they start losing faster and faster, which is the outcome here. It's going to be another pistol in Kevlar. Buy with minimal investment into weapons and into grenades. Frozen peeks banana, gets smoked out, falls back. Smart choice, does not wish to face off pistols close range. Ooh, this is actually gonna be an A split. Maybe even going through the smoke and long. Yes, they will. Makalele, I don't think he's gonna expect this, but luckily, yeah, Nukia and Makalele, even though he gets a little bit flashed out, he's ready once his teammate is close range, and Windigo get eliminated easily.
Dude, as Makalele was able to tuck himself into that corner, it was just like really awful timing that the players ran past him. Obviously, they would have been face to face if he just stayed where he was. So a little bit of luck inserted there, but either way, to find the frags was, of course, a good output. But just realized as well as I'm browsing through the HLTV stats to see what we can bring into this game. Windigo NoChance, they faced off in another best of 3 as well in a different league, and NoChance won 2-0 that time, so it's been sort of counteracted. NoChance won 16-8, 16-7 on Dust 2 and Mirage respectively in that best of 3, so a 2-0 fashion in that scenario. But then of course 6 days later Windigo sort of do the same, Dust 2 and Cash 16-14, 16-10, so both proving they can beat each other in 2-0 fashion. I don't think, okay, we have seen a game go to all 3 maps. It was Dust 2 overpass Inferno, where Inferno was 16-12 and overpass was 16-5, so very, very close games. Just showing that these guys have been battling for quite some time, but in this one, lucky for Crystal, he does get caught off, but damage done to Blocker.
Yeah, and this will leave Frozen isolated on B side. He's already in ruins, watching to find the first man to come out. He misses the shot, that might cost him his life. There's gonna be one more coming through. Frozen hits it. It's Frozen, that was a double chance to pull off. Unfortunately, it's denied by Bubble. And that's the round back to Windigo. As Poison sprays down Makalele, Zen is gonna have to save his M4 or an AUG, whatever he's gonna want to save, obviously. No op. I don't think there was an op actually at all on NoChance, unless besides the one on Frozen. Everybody else, of course, gonna have to rethink their setup, rethink their strategy. Currently NoChance dropping around, not exactly the most optimal of continuations of their, I guess you could say, of their victory, but they still keep themselves one in the lead. This should be another buy coming up. They have enough money to afford it. Nukia has 11,000, Frozen at 8,000. I can only imagine Zen has at least a similar amount to that. And he will retrieve the AWP. Nope, he will not. Denied, unfortunately. But yeah, it's going to be another buy. Windigo. They've played pretty standardly. I mean, they're not doing anything special. I mean, special. What I mean by special is they're not really... You know, they're not really trying strategies that are extremely complex. What they do is smoke short, flash long, flash short, push long, take it into CT, and take CTB control while having 2 more players on Banana to help the push. And Frozen, that's a very beautiful peek just before the smoke deploys and he gets flashbanged. He gets 1. That's Victor to fall and an early start for NoChance that gives them a fair opener to keep themselves in the lead for the moment. Yeah, no banana control, though, still. Sorry? Yeah.
Good opening kill, but like you said, that lack of banana control from NoChance, it might bite them in the ass a little bit, but providing that they can hold on here with 3 players of Windigo stacked, this is a setup that we could see Windigo finding some good success with. Crystal posted very, very close on new box or front box. Frozen will rotate towards CT to be able to hold with that AWP, but with 55 seconds, smokes will go down. Utility to be played. Frozen. Oh, he might even take a shot through the smoke there. Doesn't land, but Crystal. Oh, he's dipping. Oh, that's so smart. Poison, he's still aware of it though. That's a beautiful shot. Frozen takes one more of his own, but Poison again to deal damage with the AWP. He's such a consistent AWP for that Windigo side that he's so good when he gets it in his hands. And down to a 3-on-3 as this retake comes through. All 3 players have NoChance to funnel through CT and Ruins. So there's no flank, no wraparound coming from Banana. Might make it so much more two-dimensional for NoChance. Could be a lot more difficult to retake, but Nukia, he finds himself a first frag. That really opens up the site. Both are now sat close. Blocker takes out one in return. Poison to find one more. Poison saves the day with a 4K to close the round for Windigo.
That is what you would expect out of a player like Poison and Frozen. Look at this beautiful jump as well. That bunny hop into Banana to get the entry. He saves about a split second with that one and gets himself in position to get the entry. Unfortunately, still not enough. Poison, a 4K with an AWP, and that is why he is the primary AWPer of Windigo. Why he always is a very reliable player that you can always keep your hopes up for him. And it is going to be 66. Windigo, this is a pretty good return into the first half. I mean, they tied the score. They put NoChance on breaking point. Winning this round would pretty much reset them fully and put Windigo most likely on an 8-6 result. In either case, it is going to be, of course, NoChance that have a Mech 7, 2 M4s and 2 AUGs. Limited amount of utility overall, though, and actually a single defuse kit. That's a bit of a problem. Actually, no defuse kit, not a single one. No defuse kit.
That's not good. Well, yeah, we've spoken how much diffuse kits are necessary on a CT side, so to see a lack of those, it's like people think, oh, diffuse kit, it's not too bad. It's only 5 seconds. Like, lost people are like, oh, it's not too bad, but 5 seconds is enough from someone to run from like boiler stairs to apps, and you've already had the bomb diffusing time. It's like if you think of it that way, if you think of it, if you're able to outsmart your opponent, get there quicker. 5 seconds is a huge amount of time, so at least, like you said, you can always sacrifice flashbang utility. Oh, Zen! Beautiful as he takes out 4. On for the ace. Blocker denies. This round should already be done, though, with 20 seconds left. But like we were saying, you can easily sacrifice some lesser pieces of utility to be able to afford that. But, of course, if your economy isn't going to go that deep, then fair enough. But, yeah, like we said, there's aspects of that CT side that are sort of quintessential to be able to survive. Either way, though, Zen just styling on Windigo. Nice sort of 4K. Looks like attack pause from the T side this time, however, is after facing a hard L in that previous round. They'll want to talk it out to move forward.
Hard L. I love that expression. So nice hearing it. But yeah, as you pointed out well, this will be a bit of a stumble for Windigo as well, as their economy is not exactly picture perfect. They don't have a lot. They should have enough to buy at least 3 or 4 AKs minimum. I'm not sure if they have enough for the op on Poison, though. I think they definitely gain a lot if they leave Poison with the op, because he simply gets them at least 1 or 2 entries. But NoChance. Well, they brought themselves back. 7-6, a result they can easily make into a 9-6. As long as they do not get overrun this round, they should be good and coolio. And yeah, it's not even going to be a buy. It's going to be an eco for Windigo. Initially, I thought when Poison bought the first, or when he bought the AK, I was like, okay, maybe they invest into this. You know, they might have enough, as I didn't see how much money exactly they had. But yeah, it just confirms my suspicion that nobody else buys, and also the fact, well, they've got about $1,000 in the bank, give or take. 7-6 looking like it's going to be 8-6 pretty soon. NoChance off to a great beginning for Inferno CT side. Although 6 rounds is a lot already for Windigo, it is not that problematic just yet. NoChance. We'll see how well they kick off their T side, but for the moment, it looks like they'll be easily picking up the 8th. As Zen and Frozen
Oh my god.
just clear it off. Yeah, just like easy.
Chips, he's wondering where the heck the rest of his team's gone. Of course, with pistols, you can't really expect them to do a lot. But Frozen, he takes himself 3 Zen to find the second 2. Oh, yeah, the second 2, obviously. But going into the final round of the first half here, if NoChance can make this 9-6, they set themselves up with a little bit of an advantage going into that second half. Of course, pistol round isn't going to hold as much importance as we usually or used to rely on, but that first gun round is going to be heavily decided. In their game on Inferno, back when they last played it, it was a 10-5 half by NoChance.
Oh,
Ooh, nice little 2-for-1 though. Ships. He's managed to eventually trade back. Makalele just gets out of the way of those bullets. He's backed up by Zen as well and Poison. He's already hungry for blood. Crystal takes one more. Frozen to finish, 9-6. But it was a 10-5 half by NoChance to end the half on a T side, which on the CT side they've got 9-6. But Windigo were able to pull back 11 rounds on the T side to be able to make that comeback possible. So, of course, it shows how these guys can grind their rounds. But either way, as we get into that second half, again, it's going to be interesting to see how that switch affects. But
yeah.
Poison being the man of the hour so far, providing the most kills on that Windigo side. Victor, the man we'd usually associate with being on the top. Kind of quiet, really quiet in this first game, you'd say, for Victor's standards.
Yeah, having a very slow game, I guess. As long as he doesn't wake up, you know, NoChance has a very good chance of getting through in this first map relatively easily. But we'll see the second half, as we mentioned, in about a few seconds' time. So make sure to return after the short break or just stay here and we'll be right back.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
And welcome back, of course. NoChance 9-6, excuse me. A very convincing result. Although if it were 9 rounds on the T side for NoChance, I think we would have a very different discussion. But let's leave it that, let's leave that for another day of discussion. It's going to be, of course, our second pistol starting off. NoChance won the first. Can they win the second? Put themselves on double digits and most likely take 11 on the board. Windigo certainly able to contend against this. Bubble's going to peek into second mid. Spots quite a few players. Still no rotation from B, and they actually push Banana. This is a smart choice. Windigo, they're going to take map control as opposed to just going for the raw defense, and I think this is much smarter than just falling for the rotation. Ships catches off to Frozen, and it's a 4-on-5 that NoChance have nothing to return with. This is an interesting decision. NoChance, they all push second mid, yet they do not go into house even. They fall back into their own T base and T mid, and they will try to clean it off before they move anywhere, which in essence is actually the smartest thing they could have done.
Yeah, and definitely with Windigo going aggressive early, it just means that NoChance had to account for that, had to make sure they didn't put themselves in scenarios where Windigo ships already came out with 1 frag bottom of Banana, so they couldn't really sit around and wait for him to potentially find any more. But with 50 seconds on the clock, still going to have 1 man back in the A apartments, but the rest are dedicated towards Banana, and with a beautiful flashbang, Ship still find 1. Crystal Lee is able to trade back now, but that is Zen, the lurk position. Oh, he takes out a first, but Victor finds not 1, but 2. Makalele trades back, and in a 1-on-2, this is definitely doable. He can get a plant down pretty quickly as long as he goes to the site now. But he is going to be aggressed. Oh, that could have really caught him off there. That could have left Poison in a sticky situation, but with 14 seconds, plant will go down, so at least money goes into the bank balance of NoChance here. But I love that Makalele's gone so passive inside of Pit. He's already spotted. He knows where both are now, and with being 3 HP, he should fall, and he does. Poison takes the pistol. 9-7. Windigo get themselves their first CT round. Bomb plant for NoChance means economy gained. Will they force or eco, though? I'm hoping they eco by in the next round.
Yeah,
but
they should eco.
You can never really tell with such a loose team like NoChance.
Oh yeah, that's another aspect we have to regard. Yeah, basically NoChance. They're prone to doing whatever the hell they want, and we have seen them force up in rounds like this, buying up 2 to 3 AKs and just going ham at their opponents. Now I like the fact they pick up 4 nades. They'll be nading banana, maybe mid. I'm not sure though. I would call banana earlier, sooner than mid. Yep, there it goes. That's what I'm trying to say. Frozen free kill. I mean, it's a literal free kill, but unfortunately Victor and Ships have too much to deal with, or more so too many rifles and bullets available to them in order to lose a round like this. If it were a double though, things could have looked a little bit grimmer. But I mean, Windigo, the rotation was an instant. If we take a look at how Windigo played this round, they had 2 players on B, and about 5 to 10 seconds into the round itself, they already had the 3rd player rotating off towards B immediately. Basically, he was there by the time NoChance arrived to top banana. He was already CT close, and yeah, Windigo, they manage it well enough. It's going to be 9-8 though, and the full buy is here. NoChance, they've got 5 AKs, full utility, and an opportunity to take the lead, or more so to keep the lead. Otherwise, they will be tied up, and Windigo looking very good to open up their CT side.
Yeah, this is looking almost perfect, providing that they can take away that first gun round. They'd have a very positive start. Chips, I love this angle. Even though Frozen is able to find it first, that's a beautiful trade. Unlucky that the smoke's down already, or else he could have found himself maybe one more. But burning, tagged and dead, Makalele. A great trade through the smoke onto Ships to end his life, and already back into a 4-on-3. Poison will hold from top mid. Doesn't have his preferred weapon of an AWP rather than the AUG, but he still makes it work. He takes out one more, and that's down into a 3-on-3. Poison is very, very low. Trades are back, and Nuke are able to find one more. Damage done onto Bubble here, and in it's that 3-on-2. 50 seconds on the clock, though, is ideal position from Bubble, especially when these T's are trying to wrap around. Victor spots one more as well.
Oh yeah, and Bubble, I mean, he was an instrumental player. Luckily, Victor is able to bring it back into a 1-on-1. Michaelele is yet to plant, but oh, the fake out plant will draw Victor to push, and Michaelele is ready. So smart to play it like that, because he knows if he plants still, I mean, even if Victor doesn't push him, and he plants the bomb, it's a 1-on-1 where he's gonna have to start guessing as to where his opponents might come from, right? Because then it's either long, it's short, it's house. There's just so many angles he's gonna have to cover afterwards that there's a high chance he might be, you know, missing the timing and just gets caught. Instead, he immediately abuses the scenario, fake plants, at least as far as it could tell, and then pulls out the weapon and waits for the push of his opponent. Windigo, they reinvest fully into this. They've got an AUG, a UMP, pistols and Kevlars and whatnot, and Victor gets one poison that will immediately frag it back, but Crystal is ready, and it's still gonna be a 3-on-3. That was a good recovery by NoChance. Oh no! They pushed through the smoke. It's gonna be Bubble for a free kill, but Zen still catches onto Blocker. What is going on? What is this round here? NoChance, they recover so well, yet they are still losing this one by a man down, or being by a man down. And Zen, a 1-on-2 clutch round. Bubble, 21 Ships, 100 HP, and Bubble. Ooh. Is Zen gonna be spotted? Well, surely he's gonna be heard, right?
Just made it safe, but like you said, footsteps should resonate with Windigo right now. They're both coming in from the flank.
Yeah.
Zen, oh, well, that's a yikes from me, dog. Still,
that's a big
Zen,
oof. He should
he's
realize
playing this smarter.
Yeah, that's true.
Especially when, as soon as he sees no one in CT, he's going to realize, okay, they've got to be on my behind right now. But it looks like they may be wise to it. Bubble is already flanking the flank that Zane is trying to make. Mind games right now with the Windigo guys. He's able to get into library before
Zen
he
heard
even
him.
realized.
Yeah, Zen heard him.
Surely heard him. As soon as he gets this kill, it should be out toward the A bomb site, and it definitely will be. Whilst he can get a quick rotate from Banana, that plant should go down. This is a perfect spot for Zen to plant. He can either go to Pit, back to Library, inside of Graveyard. He'll play for the more guessable, more
This-
expectable position. but I
Honestly,
like
this
the
is not a
angle
bad
he
choice.
takes.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Ships will never predict him being open like this, and you know, this might just give the upper hand to Zen, and of course it does.
Wow,
Well done by
nice.
Zen. What a beautiful clutch. That was perfect. Just perfectly played. By the way, the failed smoke actually saves Zen, because if he doesn't fail that smoke and covers CT, there's a high chance he mollies into dark, or excuse me, not dark, or maybe into dark or triple or ruins, goes for the plant while the two players push behind him in banana, and most likely catch him in the back by the time he gets in his own after plant. So certainly well done in the end by Zen, and you know, shows to tell why he is such a good player. And well, this eco round is not gonna bring anything to Windigo besides a single kill, which is okay, and Zen actually is the only one that dies, which is kind of sad, you know, when you think about it. But yeah, Windigo 4 rounds behind, another bye, and we are looking for the last, or we are in the last 10 rounds of the first map, potentially going into overtime if it needs be, but NoChance currently looking like they will be having a bit of an easier breather, as they have 4 more to go, and they secure themselves Inferno, which is the best thing you could have hoped for, really. You're winning your opponent's map pick.
Yeah, especially
what?
considering... Ooh, blocker. Nokia again. He always loves to be the first one into that position. We saw it when they played Cash yesterday against XCOM, when Nokia was like diving through smokes and trying to be the first out into mid a couple of rounds and gets traded back. But that already gives a disadvantage to NoChance moving forward in this round. Yes, of course, when you're hitting a bomb site, there's going to be significantly less players to really encounter, but it's still going to be weaker as you're trying to hit that site.
A better question would be, okay, I understand your fast push, but why with a Mach 10? You know you're up against a gun round.
Yeah.
You know you're going up against rifles. And I would understand if he had only kept himself to top banana while taking it, you know, with a Mach 10 is presumably a lot easier. Or it is quite easier if you have a Mach 10 to take top banana. But then why white swing to pick into sight? That is the deadliest thing you can do. Even with an AK or an AWP, you risk a lot and you can still get a kill. With a Mach 10, you will not get a kill 1,000. You will try 1,000 times and maybe you get a kill, you know, once or twice against anybody who's able to aim. Not, you know, not against bots, obviously. Ooh, this is good. Crystal sneaks in through long. He's gonna find one bubble, refracts, but he's now isolated on site. 2 players coming through short. Gordonade, not the best. Michael down to 77. Zen still takes down 1 poison. Bomb gonna be dropped. Bubble, I'm fairly certain he should be aware somebody's on site. Frozen comes to peek it, but drive by. And, well, Zen catches onto ships as well in CT. Blocker comes in through short. He's been heard. It's a 1-on-2. And it's a 2-on-none. 13-8. And pretty much reset for the CTs. This is perfect. NoChance. They're going up to 14. Although, Windigo, who was covering long? What was all that about?
Yeah, Crystal, whether he expected players to be not there or not, you've got to say it was a little bit of a luck play to get behind, but Windigo, yeah, they left that back line of A so weak, and Crystal, as he was able to get that first distraction cause for the rest of the site, and they could home in on short, get out onto the bomb site, and yeah, that's a really unfortunate round from Windigo, but NoChance seem to be really in the driving seat right now. They're forcing the pistols of Windigo once more, so 14-8 surely looks on the cards here. Even with Bubble, he's purchased into an MP9. There's Kevlar on every single player. Pistols, a little bit of utility, so I'm hoping they've not spent the majority of their economy with how weak
and Kevlar.
Yeah. I'm glad, so
Yeah.
they haven't fully bought up this time. But Poison, of course, he's going to play minimalistic. He wants that AWP in the next round. You can tell he's not got Kevlar. He's not got the best pistol. K250 is, of course, good for damage, but it's going to be most likely 14-8. A potential map point going in the favor of NoChance moving forward. But 45 seconds left on this round. The only real damage inflicted across the board, Crystal and Poison. But as they begin to group up, B bomb site will be their home for this encounter.
This is perfect.
This is really good. The smoke will really slow down NoChance here. They've grouped up 3
boosted
players
cross.
in this B bomb site, but a beautiful run boost. They don't realize Chips is so close, but Frozen. Oh my god. 2 frags in the space of a second as a 180 flick to deny the second one.
That was
That's
sick.
Bubble That's a crazy. Bubble left 1 on 2, and this looks out of the reach of Windigo now.
Yeah, Bubble should be looking to save the AK. I mean, their money's already very limited. Of course, they get quite a lot of the loss, quite a lot out of the loss bonus, but it is pretty much a 1 on 2 that he cannot win. Frozen, if he doesn't get that second kill, if he does not shut down the player in CT, look at this. Yeah, this is right here. He gets the first, and then as soon as he hears something coming through CT, he snaps onto it.
So fast.
Yeah, literally lightning fast. And without that, there's a high chance, you know, that the guy from CT gets either the kill on Frozen or on his teammate, leaving Bubble in a 1-on-1, potentially. Or even worst case scenario, getting both kills, which has happened in the past. In any case, it is a match pause being called for Windigo. I would presume it is the pause for them, obviously a tactical one. They need to discuss how to move forward. I also, I guess in the round where we saw NoChance take long control and Windigo had 2 players on A site, right? Where basically it was, I think, Bubble and Blocker that got immediately destroyed. Basically, the fake from NoChance, the push from Nukia's Mech 10 actually bought enough time, or more so, drew enough attention out of Windigo that they rotated their 3rd player to towards B. But I would argue here, people might say, oh, you know, that was the rotation. It was a good fake from NoChance. I wouldn't say it was a good fake at all, actually. If you rush towards upper banana that quickly and you lose the player that quickly, if anything, the CTs will lock down even more, because that's a very peculiar thing to happen to you as a T player, as a T team or as a CT team. And there's no reason for them to rotate over. They didn't lose anybody. They have utility. They have their positions. They got a kill. And even if they do rotate, Windigo that is, they still should have 1 man on long or from site A push towards long to keep an eye on it. Or at least have somebody watching the long push. In any case, it was all eyes on Windigo and basically their own mistake that they lost it. Anyway, it's going to be the gun round that now Windigo has a chance to throw it back home and start winning it back in their hands. They have a lot to make up for, but certainly will be able to do so if they get at least this one.
With Windigo needing this round, NoChance, their morale must be high. They must be destined for greatness. If they can take away this first map, whilst it's the map pick of Windigo, the veto's kind of favoring, not favoring, is kind of equal for both, but Frozen. That's a beautiful first kill to open the round. It's only one of their rifle players. It's not an AWP, but every frag is significant at this point. NoChance, even though they've got that first frag down banana, they're going to head up toward that A bomb site. Poison, he's holding with the AWP. Makalele, though, such a beautiful shot. Peeks under the crosshair of Poison. Doesn't even give him time to react. 5 on 3. But NoChance, they're playing so smart. They're dividing attention all across the map here. They get a kill towards A. They immediately head back towards B. This gives Windigo no idea of what is happening right now. And as soon as they hear that utility being thrown, they're going to rotate 1 more player. But, oh, look at this. Crystal's already in the back lines. A trade back and 1 grab by Crystal. That is absolutely perfect. And as they try and go through the smoke, it is over. 15-8. And surely NoChance go on to close out map 1. Windigo cannot afford a full buy moving forward. So this looks like the end of map number 1. The end of an era potentially for Windigo in this Inferno game in itself. Pause being called again. I hope by Windigo to discuss. But I think NoChance, they're too far gone. They're too far deep into this first map to really relinquish any sort of victory to Windigo at this point.
I mean, if we're honest about this for a second, the way it looked so far, even on gun rounds for Windigo, it was very linear, very one-sided in favor of NoChance. Sure, Windigo got a kill or 2, but I guess in the end, just got, you know, blasted away. I mean, Windigo, they try their own setups, they try their own defaults that they usually work with. They've got good team play, good crossfires, which as evident in the rounds past, but in the end, NoChance, they seemingly have just the personal performance out of everybody, you know, reigning supreme so far and able to keep themselves composed. And even in the face of ultimate defeat, I mean, NoChance, they simply put, do not care. They will destroy anything in their path, and they're doing a splendid job at it. And here we go. It is Round number 24, as Windigo will push down bottom mid. This might award them with a free kill. Michaelele, I don't think he's going to be ready for this if it does happen. Here comes Victor. There it is, one for Victor, but it's not enough. Oh, Nukem misses his spray. Poison able to refrag immediately, but Frozen again responds with one. Make it two. Oh no, that's B-side lost. No, Windigo. That is not supposed to happen. You had a man advantage. Now you're back down a man. Make it two, and that's game. That is 16-8.
Unfortunate, but that is true reality. NoChance will come and absolutely destroy his end. Should be getting the final kill. Maybe not those bubbles left on 3 HP, but really, what can you do at this point? The guys have already accepted defeat here. And sad, but NoChance. Oh, Frozen.
Yeah.
A little bit of style to end off game 1.
Yep.
But again, it's a very, very good performance from NoChance. Stealing away the map pick of Windigo. And going into our second map, it's going to make things so much more interesting for NoChance. They could take this 2-0, but yes, it's going to be Dust 2. A map that notoriously both teams are very, very good on. So our second map, it's going to be a very exciting one coming forward.
And I would be surprised if we don't go the full distance, potentially even into overtime. In any case, gentlemen, we will be back in about 5 minutes' time. Do not go anywhere, and we shall return very soon.
Loot.bet. Made for live betting.
Turn around, I feel the breeze over me. You want your dream.